I believe that teachers need to have an association, and I think it's healthy to actually associate with each other. Where I probably differ is when it comes to the actual fiscal issues and when it comes to actual tactics of trying to collective bargain, and also I think we need to be very careful of that. There's not a lot, I mean, as far as on my level, the legislature would actually have to make a lot of the laws that go around these unions. But as far as I'm concerned, I want to meet with the teachers. We actually just chose a superintendent who worked directly with negotiating contracts directly with teachers, and he took a lot of heat for that. But I also feel like that's actually something we need to look at. That, like I said, collective bargaining to me is not a viable solution. I don't support that. But what I do support are, let's look at ways that teachers can collaborate. And I also want to get past what I call the villainization of teachers. And I feel like a lot of times people have tried to villainize them, and perhaps through reunions or whatever it might be. But let's talk to the teachers about what they need, and let's talk to them on an individual basis as well. But I think we need to treat them more as professionals and not collective bargaining. Collective bargaining is not done professionally, typically, as far as I wouldn't go in and collective bargain for my wage. And so I feel like it also would elevate up the teacher status as well and their professionalism by raising that up.
I need to disclose that when I taught in 1995 through 1998 that I was a member of the union. At that point, you were almost strong-armed into being in the union. You were told that in order to have insurance as a teacher and to be protected from liability, you needed to join the union. And I am very grateful since that time we have passed laws in this state that not only allow teachers not to join the union, but that require districts and charter schools to disclose to teachers that they do not have to join the union to have that coverage. So that's my disclosure. I am against collective bargaining, and because I believe that it hurts good teachers when we protect bad teachers. We need to look out for all teachers and those that can best educate our students and not hurt them through the unions. So I'm not in favor of collective bargaining. I sit on a board at a charter school, and we individually contract with each of our teachers. We do not collective bargain with them. So I am not in favor of collective bargaining, but I am in favor of teachers getting together and collaborating, and for state school boards and local school boards to listen to the input of teachers.
It's very interesting. We have over 100 charter schools in Utah right now. Not a single one of them is unionized, and not a single one of them grants tenure to teachers. They can choose any system they want, and not a single one of them has said that is the best system to have. And you think about it, whatever job you might have, what if someone, basically gave you a job, and as long as you didn't get arrested or do anything too bad, your salary would go up in incremental levels each year. What would that do to your incentive structure? What would that do to your motivation? My mother had a chance to serve on the Provost School Board for 8 years, and she said it was very frustrating as they would lose many of their most talented young teachers as they realized they'd have to be there 20 or 30 years before they'd be earning enough that they could support their family. Well, she said, basically we're losing the teachers we wanted to keep, and keeping the teachers we wanted to lose. It makes no sense for our children. I understand it can make sense for certain people. It makes no sense for our children. We need to start having that conversation. We have a new superintendent at the state level that did that at Ogden. Ogden was failing. He said, we are done negotiating with the teachers union. The teachers union has endorsed one of the three of us up here. I think that's important for people to know and ask why that was. I'll give my last 15 seconds to Heather if she wants to explain why.
Thank you. Well, I will take the support. First of all, I won't deny any votes or support, but I do believe in teachers, and I still believe there are good teachers within the union. I don't support collective bargaining, and I've been very open about that, but at the same time, I do believe that in teachers.